disappeared or she died or something. But that was loosely based on a real incident. So this girl, Annalise, was allegedly possessed by the devil or demons, and they brought in exorcists. Her parents brought in exorcists to rid her of these demons, and they have audio tape of that exorcism process when she was probably at her worst. And this was at a time where she was starved, she was skinny, she looked frightening.
She looked terrible. Yeah, she looked really just real horrifying, actually.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've never seen this video. I talked to Corey today about it, and I was like, there's something I want us to watch together because I can't stand to see it by myself, only because I've seen the photos of this girl and what she looked like during this possession or this exorcism, and it's always creeped me out.
Yeah,
and I could never listen to this by myself, and I was curious about the legitimacy of it. So I told Corey, I was like, you know what, this is something we should bring up on the Halloween show where you just play it and we'll see what happens. And because after I told you about it, you kind of told me the backstory, which seemed interesting enough about what happened.
Well, let's listen to this, and then we'll go into the backstory of this. Yeah. You want to cover your ears? You want to leave the room or anything? Okay, all right.
just
suck it up.
Yeah.
All right, let me fast forward this a little bit, and it's going to start pretty soon.
Yeah, right now it's showing her as a child and as a teenager. And I guess the priest.
And the exorcist.
Yeah.
Welches Loch? Nein! Ja, det Schadloch ohne dich! Ja, das ist von mir. Ihr könnt zwar nicht machen. Scheiß euch, was die Dummschreien.
You're looking just like you did before. You sit up there scared.
Dude, those pictures, man. I mean, the picture right now that we're looking at and hearing this is like, it looks like both of her eyes are like, it looks like both of her eyes have been punched. And her nose is just kind of like...
She knocked her teeth out and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave?
I know. I don't want to be.
You want to roll outside?
I don't want to be out in the it's dark out there.
I was about to say, you want to stay right here?
It's like 3 in the morning.
With your old Uncle Corey be safe?
No.
See, I don't know why you're so scared. It sounds like that death metal music you listen to.
There's usually cool music behind it. But the thing, like this picture right here alone, dude, this is like one of the main reasons why I never listen to this by myself, because that's the first picture I'd see on the YouTube page, and it would just freak me fuck out.
Well, she's going to be waiting on you when you go down that basement looking like that.
Oh, no, don't get about that.
Der ist noch drin. Im Namen des dreifaltigen Gottes und aller Heiligen Jungfrau Maria, sagt die Wahrheit.
Yeah, co-host is sitting up there frightened right now.
He's the computer just shut up.
Cause this is what's going through co-host's head right now.
Exactly what's going on in my fucking head. I'm like, oh, why did I listen to this?
That music,
it's like the wrong time of the night.
Seriously, you were like watching this, and this music would have been so appropriate because you were just staring. Yeah, like that.
Oh fuck. Oh my
God.
God,
fucking terrifying soundtrack going through his head.
Fuck. Well,
okay.
Listening to that, it really like it's just creepy. I mean, but now I thought the story that you were talking about, which I mean, I actually like you to read it again.
Well, I will read it again. And what happened was I was telling you about it because after this movie, somebody told me it was based on a real story, and I looked it up, and let me pull this thing down. Yeah, this computer doesn't stop. Computer don't like that noise either. That computer's like, I had enough.
I don't blame him.
This is the second time it crashed doing that sound. Okay, so when I looked it up, I saw that it was based on a story, but they had an explanation for everything that was happening. And I told you about it, but then I said, I don't know if I'm getting my facts right here. So let me go ahead and look up a story online here. And what I was saying pretty much
Yeah, it was pretty much.
It was pretty much accurate to what I was describing here, because I didn't remember from a while back. And so, let me go ahead and read here. Basically, what I'm about to read to you is that this girl had a form of some type of epilepsy, messed with certain lobes in her brain, and she was being told that she could listen. She was German Catholic, and if you listen to that tape, I'm not gonna play it again because I want to scare you. I won't fuck you up too much tonight, but. If you listen to the beginning of it, she's talking about 999, and so she's saying no.
Which I thought she was saying, kill the Christ means nothing. And I was like, oh, Joe, God, make it stop.
Satan is all.
Yeah, which I didn't know she was German, but just listening to that, because I was telling you before, I was like, when I was listening to that, it seemed like whatever she was possessed with seemed very coherent. It was either telling somebody something that I just didn't understand, but I was interested in like what the exact translation was, because it seemed very like.
Well, come on,
it didn't seem like it was something that would come from a girl who's starved and had. Problems.
Yeah. Listen, you're talking German. German already sounds crazy to us anyway. It already sounds like an evil language because of the Nazis and shit. So, that didn't help.
Yeah, sorry, German.
Yeah, sorry. But when somebody's possessed and they're talking like a Nazi, that shit is frightening, okay?
Yeah, unless they're singing Rammstein.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
They sitting up there talking like a possessed Nazi, okay? It's kind of frightening. But listen, So what happened was she kind of bought into what the exorcists were telling her, and so she started starving herself, thinking that it could exude, expel the demons inside her. Exude.
She's trying to pull a curly.
Exude.
I got a tapeworm, and I'm giving him a rotten egg and burnt toast.
I'm a demon.
That's good enough for him.
So she was trying to rid herself of these spirits that were supposedly inside of her. So she was starving herself, and she, the whole thing of physically abusing herself is probably caused by the epilepsy too. But let me see what it says here. Read it. According to forensic evidence, Annalise starved to death. Specialists claim that if the accused would have begun with the forced feeding 1 week before her death, Annalise's life would have been saved. One sister told the court that Annalise did not want to go to a mental hospital or mental home where she would be sedated and forced to eat. The exorcist tried to prove the presence of the demons. Playing the tape recording straight. I'm trying to. This is very small type, so I'm sitting up here. Let me just take this so I can move up closer. The exorcist tried to prove the presence of the demons, playing tape recordings of strange dialogue like that of two demons arguing about which one of them would have to leave Annalise's body first. One of the demons called himself Hitler. See, I told you that motherfucker was evil. Look at that. He ain't. He's so evil. He's possessing teenage girls.
He's out the Bluten.
What is that you said earlier? Schultz!
Oh, yeah, if I heard Schultz, if I heard that girl scream, Schultz! Then I was like, okay, there's something. She is possessed by goddamn Hitler.
I want to hear that demon say, Hogan! Like that of two demons arguing about which one of them would have to leave Annalise's body first. One of the demons called himself Hitler and spoke with a Frankish accent. Hitler was born in Austria. Not one of those present during the exorcism ever had a doubt about the authenticity of the presence of these demons. The psychiatrist, whom had been ordered to testify by the court, spoke about the doctrine induction. They said that the priest had provided Annalise with the contents of her psychotic behavior. Consequently, they claimed she later accepted her behavior as a form of demonic possession. They also offered that Annalise, her unsettled sexual development, along with her diagnosed temporal lobe epilepsy, had influenced the psychosis. The verdict was considered by many as not as harsh as they expected. Annalise's parents, as well as the exorcist, were found guilty of manslaughter resulting from negligence in omitting first aid. They were sentenced to 6 months in jail and probation. The verdict included the opinion of the court that the accused should have helped by taking care of the medical treatment that the girl needed, but instead the use of naive practices aggravated Annalise's already poor constitution.
Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we were talking about how there's still religious sects and groups that believe that taking, and some don't even believe in like that it's demonic possession. They just don't believe in taking their children or anybody to a doctor. They believe it's God's will to cure them. If He does, then it's His will. If not, then it's His will. Not on some anti-religious rant here, not on some atheist rant here, not on anything. I'm just telling you what it is.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
And in this case,
how some people think, man, it's fucked up.
And so in this case, it was people who were religious zealots who just I mean, it's and here's what upsets me. It's almost like they use this poor girl's condition to reinforce their own beliefs.
Their own beliefs and what's
yeah,
going on.
I mean, she was German Catholic. German explains what sounded like to people who don't know German, especially when it spoke like that.
Like me?
Like you, who's ready to, instead of just saying she's German, you're like, no, that's a demon tongue.
That is a fucking demon and a half right there.
And then, of course, the Catholicism would probably explain some of the guilt she was led to believe, and forced her to start starving herself to expel these demons inside of her.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what freaked me out here right here. And again, you know what?
And the thing is, the first time we read this, I was looking at the screen going, "Oh fuck!" And Corey didn't think anything of it until I was like, "Dude, are you not looking at this picture right now of this girl?"
And I said, "I am looking at this
website
picture."
Put up, yeah. I was like, "Look at this picture," and you were like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "No, look at your TV monitor right now at the fucking picture of the girl looking right at me." You know,
okay, my TV has some weird luminance things going on sometimes. When you take my computer and you connect it to the TV monitor, sometimes you get weird artifacting, like white lines around some things, and I guess those lines formed around this girl's eyeballs to make it looks like her eyes are. It's like a dark picture, but
it looks like a negative almost. And at least what I'm looking, at least what's staring at me, are these kind of glowing teeth. You can barely, you can see, but what's really popping out is her bright white eyes.
And she's looking right at co-host.
Looking right at me, smiling. I mean, I'm like, oh, fuck.
You will believe.
Yeah, now I know what it's like to scare people with those fucking masks. Because I'm like looking at this going, oh,
see?
fuck.
That's what you get. The shit's coming back on you now.
It is. Oh, God.
Damn,
like,
boy. Look
why did this site put up this creepy-ass picture? Why? It's fucking with me. Oh, God.
But if you look at this picture right here, it's normal.
No, she looks like a regular, attractive girl. I mean, Jesus
man.
Christ.
It's, look, people,
bad.
if you really want to believe in it, then you'll believe what you want to believe. But the girl was sick. You know, she had epilepsy.
Did you hear that same audio that I was listening to?
Man, look, anybody can do that. I mean, look, if you put me down, I think I'm possessed by a demon. I can talk like that. Just think about.
Don't talk like that. I'm have to put an exorcist in here. Espíritu Santo, get behind me, Satan! Get behind me!
Co-host, you will not be allowed to live. My demon will come home with you.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Oh, God. Where's my machine gun? I'll stop this shit.
I mean, think about Michael Winslow in that trailer. I mean, that clip.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I mean, that dude was.
Yeah. If I was that dude's mother walking in that room, seeing Michael Winslow doing that shit at a mirror, there will be a fucking exorcist in the house. He will be strapped down in that fucking bed. I don't care if it kills him. Because you can't make that kind of noise in my fucking house. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
That poor girl. Oh.
Yeah, that girl was. Yeah, she had it bad. She had it bad. You know, God damn, man. Tell you what, man. Listen to this. I got to get my mind off this shit.
Yes, please.
I got to get cheerful. I got to. Oh no, that ain't it. I don't want to hear that right there. I got to put my mind on something good. Put on something cheerful. There we go.
Going to go get a pump.
That's my exorcism right there.
That's right.
Music right here.
Expel the demons from my head. Damn. Kick some leaves around. Everything's fine. It's all great.
Yeah, I feel cleansed already.
Yeah.
Whatever evil spirits we had in here, they're gone now. All they're dancing to this and everybody's happy.
Oh, my God. Thank you.
It's too late to be freaking me out like that,
Dude,
Cole.
I know. It's like I got to go down to that basement and shut myself down, and it's really dark and dank down there, and I already got little beady eyes looking at me, but usually it's rats or roaches. Those guys I can deal with.
You gonna go down there and see when them rats point at you? Cost.
Dude, if I start hearing something go, bleh, oh my God, Jesus help me, baby, Jesus help me.
Woo, well, okay, what do you want? What do you want to do? You want to get? You want to? Now let me ask you something. You had one more thing you want to. So do you want to show that Japanese thing?
I would. You know what? I think it'd be best to tell people about it. We don't necessarily have to play the whole thing, but I think it's something people should really look at, because when I saw it, it's just one of those